is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers.
Match game set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
23 yards the pickup there.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 42.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
15.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Elliott, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that takes us from second to third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there to force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston to throw it this time. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Winston now. Buying time to his left. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Fly on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This one caught by Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Yeah, come on. Come on. You better bring it. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
4-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Giants 6, Panthers nothing.
Ready? Move it. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, Mike 20.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw, Winston. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Ready? Mike 25.
1st down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Winston. Quick hitch, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Paul Richardson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Giants 13. Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
58 to Mike. Squeeze, double. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. We got to get the ball. Until you get the ball right here.
Goff on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Right there. 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Play action. It's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check the outs. Check
3rd and long. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sgfl Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Giants 20, Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Live. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Go. 198. Watch 98. Kill. In your face.
Now Goff. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And he will take it across from Panthers touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Extra point attempt to come here. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Giants 20, Panthers 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard
line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jameis again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it. before this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Goff on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Williams on the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Yeah.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Thomas Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now it's gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He was taken down.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50. Shell. It's out of time. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike, Black 25. Watch time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Winston escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 11.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense, because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Winston to throw it this time. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. off the play fake. Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ashton Davis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Elliott. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing again is Goff. Able to get this to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He's got Watkins on the out route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
12. 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Play action. It's Goff. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Goff throwing again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 4th down, Goff. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. We own it. We own it.
Winston here to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a rare loss for them as they fall to 13-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.